Hello students, my name is Srinivas. Welcome to SV Chemistry Academy. Today I am going to teach Fazan's rule. And what is the important role Fazan's rule in chemistry that we have to know first. So, between atoms in the molecule, various types of bonds are there, like a covalent bond, ionic bond, and coordinate covalent bond, like that bonds are there. So generally, ionic bond formed between cation and anion, but also remember, not 100%. Sometimes ionic bond having some covalent character also, that is explained by Fazan's rule, isn't it? Then let me discuss the Fazan's rule first, right? So first of all, if you take hydrogen has 1 electron, chlorine, how many electrons are there around it? With respect to group number, chlorine 17 has 7 valence electrons. Due to Lewis octet rule, the atom which present in molecule surrounded by 8 electrons is more stable, except hydrogen. That is, doublet electronic configuration is more stable. So coming to hydrogen, in terms of hydrogen, when this gain 1 electron from neighboring atom, that attains doublet electronic configuration, which is equal to helium. So that is more stable. Chlorine, in terms of chlorine, has 7 valence electrons when gain 1 electron from neighboring atom, that attains octet rule. That is more stable. So that fact, it results one bond formation between hydrogen and chlorine, right? So that bond having 2 electrons, no beta, like this. This is the bond, covalent bond. Initially what beta? By equal sharing of electrons, what bond formed here? Covalent bond. But between hydrogen and chlorine, electron negativity differentiation is also there. Among these two, which is more electron negativity atom? Chlorine. So chlorine having more electron negativity, so that initially what happened beta here? Hydrogen, here bond pair, covalent bond, and chlorine. Initially these 2 electrons which present in covalent bond is arranged between equal distance, right? Equal distance hydrogen and chlorine. But later, after some time, what happened here? Chlorine is more electron negativity atom than hydrogen, so that the covalent bonded electrons slowly moving towards to chlorine side, right? So here, like this. By this, chlorine getting electron density more, so that get a partial negative charge, opposite one get partial positive charge. Isn't it better? Then after what happened? After some time, complete bond polarizing over more electron negativity atom, so that complete get negative charge, opposite one gets positive charge. By this we will get ionic character. Covalent bond converted as ionic character. Like that, ionic bond also having some covalent character. That phenomenon explained by Fazan's rule. So before going to discuss the Fazan's rule, we have to know the 2 words. What are the 2 words? Polarizing power. Polarizing power. What is meant by this polarizing power? Polarizing power means the ability of cation to distort electron cloud of anion. That is the power is called as polarizing power. Once again, the ability of cation to distort electron cloud of anion. So this is called as polarizing power, right? Then next, polarizability. So polarizability means what beta here? The ability of anion which is distorted by cation. Once again, the ability of anion which is distorted by cation. Isn't it better? Once again, polarizing power means what here? The ability of cation to distort electron cloud of anion. Then polarizability means what better here? The ability of anion which is distorted by cation. It means if we take H plus and Cl minus, H plus is cation, Cl minus is anion. So this cation able to distort the electron cloud of anion. That is the phenomenon is called as what beta? Polarization. Right? Then the ability of this cation to distort the anion electron cloud is called as polarizing power of cation. Is it clear? Then the ability of anion which is distorted by this cation is called as what beta here? Polarizability. Isn't it? Okay. Now coming to Fason's rules. First rule if we take, for given anion, size of cation is inversely proportional to covalent character. Let me take one example. Here, lithium iodide and potassium iodide if we take. In these two compounds, I minus identical, anion is identical. Therefore, size of cation decide the covalent character, right? So here beta, lithium Li plus, right? Here K plus, potassium cation. But radius of lithium is less than radius of potassium. With respect to this rule, for given anion, size of cation is inversely proportional to covalent character. It means a smaller size cation compound having more covalent character. Therefore, lithium iodide having more covalent character than potassium iodide. This is the order about what beta here? Covalent character. Is it clear? Then coming to the second rule, for given cation, size of anion is directly proportional to covalent character. Let me see one example. Lithium fluoride and lithium iodide if we see. In these two compounds, lithium cation is same. So that we need to concentrate on size of anion. In the first compound, anion is what beta here? F minus. Therefore, radius of F minus less than radius of I minus. Iodide anion larger in size than fluoride anion. With respect to this rule, for given cation, size of anion is directly proportional to covalent character. Therefore, lithium fluoride has less covalent character than lithium iodide. This is about what beta? Covalent character. Isn't it? Now coming to next third rule, charge of cation is directly proportional to covalent character. If you see one example, SnCl2 and SnCl4. So in SnCl2, stannum is in +2 oxidation state. In SnCl4, Sn is in +4 oxidation state. Is it clear beta? Then stannum is in +2 oxidation state. Lower oxidation state end with us. Higher oxidation state of element end with ik. Based on that fact, SnCl2 is named as stannous chloride. SnCl4 is named as stannic chloride. Is it clear beta? Stannous chloride, stannic chloride. With respect to this rule, charge of cation is directly proportional to covalent character. Among these two, charge of cation Sn is in +4 oxidation state here. Therefore, SnCl2 having less covalent character than SnCl4. Right. So this is the order about what beta here? Covalent character. Right. Then coming to fourth rule, this is the last rule of Fuson rule. Pseudo noble gas electron configuration cation compound having more covalent character than noble gas electron configuration cation containing compound. If you see one example, CuCl cuprous chloride, NaCl sodium chloride. Right? In this CuCl, cation is Cu plus. In NaCl, cation is Na plus. Isn't it? Then electronic configuration of Cu plus is argon of 3d10. Right. Then Na plus electronic configuration is helium of 2s2 2p6, which is equal to neon electronic configuration. In NaCl, cation Na plus having noble gas electronic configuration. In CuCl, cation Cu plus having stable electronic configuration because of fulfilled electronic configuration is more stable electronic configuration. Stable electronic configuration like noble gas but not noble gas exactly. That's why this type of stable electronic configuration is called as pseudo noble gas electron configuration. With respect to this fourth rule of Fuson, the cation which having pseudo noble gas electronic configuration having more covalent character comparatively the cation which having noble gas electronic configuration. Based on that fact, CuCl having more covalent character than NaCl. So this is about what beta? Covalent character. Is it clear? So these are the 4 Fazan's rules, are very important, that can explain the covalent character of ionic bond. Let me discuss some examples, right? If you see example, first NaF, MgF, AlF, sodium fluoride, magnesium fluoride, aluminum fluoride, okay, which having more covalent character. We have to find out what beta? Covalent character. For that, we need to concentrate on cation size, because of anion is identical in all these 3. Sodium fluoride, magnesium fluoride and aluminum fluoride. So in this cation is Na plus, in the second one cation is Mg plus 2, in the third one cation is Al plus 3, right? So Na plus Mg plus 2, Al plus 3 having same number of electrons, 10. So these are the cations are also called as what beta? Isoelectronics. Isoelectronics, in terms of isoelectronics, charge of cation inversely proportional to size of cation. It means these 3 are having same number of electrons, 10. These are the isoelectronics. Left to right, charge increases, size will be decreases. So here radius of Na plus is greater than radius of Mg plus 2, that is greater than radius of Al plus 3. Smaller size, more covalent character. So that this is the order explain covalent character. Right? Is it clear beta? Then second example, if you see cesium fluoride, rubidium fluoride, potassium fluoride, sodium fluoride, lithium fluoride. Lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, these are the group 1 elements, alkali metals, right? So in all these fluorine anion is identical, then we should concentrate on size of cation. Therefore radius of cesium is greater than radius of rubidium, that was greater than radius of potassium, that was greater than radius of sodium, then greater than radius of lithium. If you take cation, we can take positive charge over them, right? Smaller size cation having more covalent character with respect to Fazan's rule. Therefore this is the order explain Fazan rule and covalent character. This is about what beta? Covalent character. Is it clear? Then coming to third example, aluminum fluoride, aluminum oxide, aluminum nitride. In these 3, aluminum cation is common. So that to get the covalent character, we should concentrate on anion. So here fluoride F minus, in the second O minus 2 anion is there, in the third one N minus 3 anion is there, right? F minus, O minus 2, N minus 3 having 10 electrons. So these are the isoelectronic species. In terms of anions, charge of anion is directly proportional to size of it. Therefore radius of F minus is less than radius of O minus 2, that less than radius of N minus 3. According to Fazan's rule, for given cation, size of anion is directly proportional to covalent character. Therefore among these 3, this is the order. Aluminum nitride having more covalent character than aluminum oxide, that having more covalent character than aluminum fluoride. Therefore this is about what beta? Covalent character, right? One more important point I would like to say about this covalent character and polarizability, right? Polarizability is directly proportional to covalent character. That is also, remember beta, covalent character is directly proportional to polarizability, right? Then which is also directly proportional to ionic strength. Covalent character directly proportional to polarizability, directly proportional to ionic strength, right? So by these Fazan's rules we can get the covalent character. Based on that we can get the polarizability order and also we can get the ionic strength. Okay, so this is about Fazan's rule, very important beta. Students, those who are not yet subscribed my channel, please do subscribe my channel now, right? Thank you.